Hello everyone, this is Roger Brogan, and today we're going to add a simple prompt to our Echo bot that we did in F# in a prior video. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to copy and paste some of this code, but I'll talk about it as I go along. First thing I'm going to do here is just create a little welcome message. And this code is also based on the simple prompt bot. There's an example like this written in C#, but there isn't one in F#, so it's one of the reasons I'm doing this video. And so this is the same message, right? Just type something to get started. The point of this bot is to introduce you to dialogues, and we're going to start with a simple dialogue that's just a prompt. So let's start off with our dialogues here, and we're going to create a dialogue set. And for that dialogue set, we're going to need to use our accessors, and we're going to have a conversation dialogue state property there. And first thing we can see is this isn't defined here because this is in a different namespace. So we've got our bot builder namespace up there, but we don't have our bot builder dialogues. And it's also complaining that we haven't added that as well. So we can go ahead and add that via NuGet. You can just add a package here. And we're going to add our bot builder dialogues. That's the one we need. Latest version's fine. And those should go away as soon as that is loaded up here. Should have added, if not, we'll just do a .NET restore. Make sure that we have our packages downloaded here. Some shenanigans going on with the versions there, but okay, let's continue. All right, so we've got our dialog set created. And also going to create a function up here to do a couple of things. Yeah, the next thing we need to do is actually, so we created a dialog set, so the next thing we need to do is add a dialog to it. And we'll add a text prompt. Text prompt. And we're just going to call this name. And then I also want to create a send welcome message function here. I'll just paste that in and we'll go over it. This is send welcome message async, takes our turn context and a cancellation token. And what it does is it just loops through the members added, and if their ID is not equal to the recipient ID, then we're going to show them the welcome text. So this will just allow, if multiple people join, each person will get their own welcome text. Okay, and we'll use that a little bit later on. Now, some other things that I'm going to go ahead and change up here is we're going to do a lot of work inside of the message here, but we're going to get rid of this old Echo bot code here, and we're going to grab some other code. So let me do a little copy paste magic here. Okay, so in here, now we're going to do something a little bit different, right? So we have our dialog set up there, and we're going to go ahead and create our dialog context. And we're going to continue the dialog, and we're going to get the results. And from there, the dialog results, I'm just matching on the result status there. It's either going to be empty, which we haven't prompted them yet. So at that point, we're going to use the dialog context that we just created here, prompt async, the name of our dialog, prompt options. We're going to use the prompt message factory text, please enter your name, pass our cancellation token in. And then the next time around, we should have the dialog turn status complete. And what we're going to do then is we're going to say, okay, well, we've got the message factory text is thank you, I have your name as, and then the results result. And the rest of this, kind of piping things to task is just keeping everything happy because I'm using this task builder v2. And actually, I added this context insensitive. This is the one that actually adds the um, await async false at the end of all the calls. Okay, so on we go here. Now there's a couple of different things that I want to do for the rest of this. So let me grab the rest of the code from here. And we're just going to change this up just a little bit here. Okay, so a couple of key points here. The other thing that can possibly happen here is, we've got our different activity types. So we've got whether or not we've got a message, that's this whole block here. Or if we've got a conversation update, we're checking to see if any members are added. And if the members are added, we're calling our send welcome message that we created prior. Or we're just sending, this is our default catch for all that. That's just saying, all right, we're just going to say that there's an event detected that wasn't one of the others. And this is a key line right here to make sure that we save our changes to our context. If we don't, we're going to get in a loop where it's just going to keep prompting us for our name, and it's never going to get into the second part of the turn dialog turn status complete. We've also got a warning up here that we don't have all of these cases handled, right? And it's giving us saying, we've got value empty, waiting, complete, cancel, but we're only handling empty and complete. So this is a great feature of pattern matching in F# that I really like. It's given us an example there. Hey, we're not handling dialog turn status waiting. Okay, so there's, other situations where we could go in and handle those different dialog turn statuses, but we're not going to do so in this particular example. And that's really all the code changes I think that we need. Let me see if I'm missing anything. As we'll find out if we try and run this. And we do have an issue here. We've got conversation dialog state is not defined. We need to go over here. One thing that I forgot to do is add our other property accessor here. So let's go ahead and fix that. So the one that we're missing is, I referenced this, but I didn't actually add it. So let's go ahead and add this value here. We need one called the conversational dialog state. It is a iState property accessor, and it takes a dialog state. Okay, and we need to also open that so we get our dialogs namespace in there. Let's see if we've got that set up. So it seems to be running. Let's pop over to start this over. What are we getting? We're getting some errors here. All right. We're missing some things in our startup. Let's go over here and fix that error here. So one of the things that we've set up is we've created our EchoBot accessor here, but we didn't actually initialize our other property value here in our startup. So let's make sure that we actually do that. The line of code that we're missing is right here. So we need to initialize our dialog state here. We need to also add our open over to the dialogues there. And let's give it a shot now. All right, let's do a start over. So it looks like we've got some issues with the versions here. So let's go ahead and fix that. So what do we have over here for the versions? It wasn't happy with the versions that we were using here. We've got dialogues of the newer version. That's causing us a little bit of a headache here, I think. Let's go ahead and fix this. Only got one warning about our enums. We're not getting all those warning messages now. That's much better. We're getting what we should get here. I'll go ahead and do the start over. And we can see welcome to the simple prompt bot. Type anything to get started. Say hi, please enter your name. I have your name as Roger. And this just repeats, right? Enter your name. I want to be Fred. As your name is Fred. And there you have it. There is adding a simple prompt to our bot in F#. Thank you very much.